Roughly May of last year, I would say. Have a decision made in April and approved.
Okay, guys, see now the clock on the wall says it's 12 o'clock. We'll get started. If you would, and you inclined to do so, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we will open the floor to public comment. Is there anyone in the public that cares to give comment? None. We'll move on to item 3, additions, revisions to the agenda.
I do not have any at this time.
Next item, item number 4, the February Student Staff Member of the Month Recognition Celebration Call, and I believe you're going to lead us through that.
Yes. We are fortunate enough to have 3 of our 5 students of the month today with us. We have a few that unfortunately couldn't be here, and then our staff member of the month. I'm going to go ahead and start with our students who weren't able to make it today. Levi Snaggy is a junior from Triton Central. He is in auto services in the afternoon class. Mr. Schmidt had this to say about him. Says Levi will stay busy on projects. He has a great attitude all the time, doesn't get frustrated when the projects don't go correctly, even on his own car. Levi is always willing to try to help others when he can. Mr. Schmidt, anything to add about Levi?
Outstanding student. Be happy to have a couple more of them.
Absolutely. And Vivian Lucas was our Human and Social Services Student of the Month, and she is a junior at Waldron. Mrs. Myers had this to say about Vivian. Vivian consistently demonstrates compassion, professionalism, and a strong commitment to helping others. She actively participates in class and shows genuine empathy towards her peers. Her passion for supporting others and her engagement in class make her a great representative of the Human and Social Services pathway. Our Human and Social Services students right now are job shadowing this week. And I know Vivian was out yesterday job shadowing, and she's really got, I got to talk to her a little bit last week about this. She's really got a heart for that program, and she wants to get into being a social worker. So this is kind of where her heart is. So that's always a great thing to hear with our students. So we'll move on to our students that are present today. We're going to start with the morning class in Mr. Branson's collision class. Abram Mexon, you want to go ahead and stand up? All right. Mr. Branson says he stays focused and works hard to complete tasks to the best of his ability. His attention to detail and pride he takes in his work will make him great at this trade. And Mr. Branson, anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, he's a pleasure to have in my class with this young man's work ethic and the way that he has already come along. I hope to get him back again next year for a second year, but I hope to see great things from him. He really does well.
Thank you. Congratulations, Abram. For our afternoon class, by the way, I was looking at last year's students of the month. So this is a repeat, exactly for the same month. So this is a big deal with me. So go ahead and stand up. Lindsay Wildred from Triton Central. She goes the extra mile to complete every task, large or small, to the best of her ability. She likes a challenge and will not stop until she is satisfied with the result. Every time I walk in the class, Lindsay is hard at work in there. She does. I know Mr. Branson likes to give her a hard time, yeah. But I will tell you, she is a very hard worker. She's one of the few that's always busy. She likes that.
I always like to tell this story about her because when I got her, it was my first year being here teaching, and her first year too. And when she come in, I asked, just kind of joking around, who had put air in a tire, and I had like 4 kids in the class, and she had not ever put air in a tire before, she said. But if you had the opportunity to walk through her shop, she has completely cut a car entirely in half and has reassembled the whole back half without having any prior knowledge of that. She has really excelled well, got a great work ethic, and she works really hard.
Good job, congratulations. We're going to move on here and to our auto services, our morning student, and that would be Trip Addison. So go ahead and stand up, Trip. So as Trip pays attention to detail, he is always willing to take on the task. If Trip isn't sure how to perform a task, he will stop and ask. Trip is always willing to help other classmates. And I think that's one of the honestly, Trip, the most important thing is if you're not sure, you ask. That's actually not a trait that as many people have as you would think. All right, and that's great that you're always seeking that, and I really appreciate that more than you know. Mr. Schmidt, anything to add for Trip?
Trip's definitely come a long way since you first started here and first year student. Once again, another outstanding student, and I look forward to having him again next year.
Great, congratulations, thank you, Chip. One thing I'm really happy to see today, and I know sometimes when we have this celebration lunch, it's hard for a lot of parents to make it, to come with the kids, but we've got everyone here today with their students, and that's really exciting for us. Last but certainly not least, we'd like to recognize our staff member of the month, that's Ms. Christina Key. Christina is filling in for Cassie Dunkelberger in the criminal justice program, and she has extensive CTE experience just in another field at the North Central Career Center on the north side of Indy for many years, but she has done just an outstanding job, and I think it probably, the biggest thing that speaks volumes that she was nominated by so many of her peers that recognize how hard she was working. I've been in there several times, the kids love her, she's having a great time, just seems like she's really enjoying herself, and we certainly appreciate that. And I just want to read a few things that some of the other instructors says, and I'm going to have air quotes here, it says she although she is filling in, you'd never know. That she shows up every day, gives 110%, always has a positive attitude, willing to help other staff if needed. The criminal justice students are fortunate to have her. Also, Christina's done an excellent job stepping up as an interim instructor for criminal justice. Without any prior background in the area, she was able to learn the curriculum and present it to the students well. Speaking with her, she successfully adapted everything here, including the atmosphere, and she's making the vacancy. She's fulfilling it to its fullest. So, Christine, thank you. We certainly appreciate everything you've done, and we appreciate you being here.
Well, thank you. I really have enjoyed it.
Thank you very much. And once again, like I said, we'd like to thank Cagney's for providing our lunch today. We certainly appreciate that. It's just a great way for us to celebrate. So, thank you.
Congratulations. You guys are under no obligation to stay. It'll be a riveting meeting. Spellbinding discussion, but now would be the time to exit. Okay, under number 5, action items. The first item A is the approval of the minutes of the February 13th, 2026 board meeting.
Motion we approve.
Motion by Hitchcock, second by Vance. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Passes. 4-0. Okay. B, claims and payrolls.
In your packet that was emailed to you last Thursday, along with the paper packet in front of you, are the claims and payrolls from February up to the 1st of last week. Just need your approval to
Certainly will entertain a motion in a second.
motion.
Approve payroll.
Second.
Second by Vance. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Great. Motion passes 4-0. C, recommendation to add electrical trades program to the list of programs being offered for the 2026-2027 school year. I'll defer to you, Kurt, on that.
Absolutely. So at the December 2025 board meeting, it was approved to add it to our course offerings. That's the first step along the way to determine if there is enough interest in the program to add it for the upcoming school year. My recommendation to you is we currently have the original recommendation was for 29 students. We are actually up to 32 students now that are interested in the electrical trades program. 26 of those are new students to the Career Center, which far exceeds our goal of 15 for next school year. So asking for your approval to officially add it to our list of pathways starting with next school year.
Does require a motion and second on the board.
Make a motion to accept electrical trades as a program for next school year.
Second. Motion by Vance, second by Hitchcock. Is there any other discussion? If there's none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
That's 4.
Awesome. Thank you.
Great. D, recommendation to approve the memorandum of understanding between Shelbyville Central Schools and the Blue River Career Programs for SCS facility use in the event of emergency evacuation. Care to elaborate on that?
Absolutely. So in the event of any emergency evacuation that may occur here at the Career Center, whether it be weather, whether it be natural event, active shooter, whatever it may be, we need to relocate our students. Currently, we do not have a place to relocate our students, nor do we have an MOU in place with anyone to relocate that position. So after speaking with Dr. Vance, we would like to have your approval to approve that MOU. So in the event we do have to relocate everybody, we can move them to the Shelbyville High School gymnasium, where we would then set up our reunification plan from there.
Does require a motion and a second.
Motion we approve the MOU.
Second.
Motion by Hitchcock, second by Wilkins. Any discussion?
I'll just say this will be on our agenda for the 23rd for our board to approve.
Discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Carries 4-0. Very good. E, recommendation to approve the 2026-27 insurance renewal with Liberty Mutual effective March 1 current year.
You have a couple of highlights in your packet with a copy of the premium summary. This is due to 4% inflation, which is about trend normal. Our deductible is a little lower than 1%, which according to Brady Claxton actually is pretty good. Exposure, we did have an exposure increase on the property, and overall a 9% increase, which is in line with school market insurance increases for the 26-27 renewal period.
Does require a second. Motion in a second, sorry.
I motion we approve.
Motion by Hitchcock, second by Wilkins. Is there any discussion? There's none. Signify your support by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carries 4-0. Okay, recommendation to approve the relocation of the Blue River Adult Ed Program sites from Southeast Community Services to Work One and Hawthorne.
Yep.
Give us some detail.
Absolutely. So about a month or so ago, Tyler Smith was approached by the leadership at Southeast Community Services that they were ending our MOU with them effective June 30th. Didn't give a reason, didn't state why, basically said, pack your bags, you're out. So since that point, Tyler has worked really hard to find places to have our adult program sites in a different location. One of them is Work One up on Shadeland Avenue, 44th and Shadeland. The other one is Hawthorne Community Center, which is closer to downtown. Tyler believes this is going to be more of a benefit because it's actually going to market our program even more, give our the adult education population the opportunity to get into a couple different locations that we necessarily hadn't had with Southeast Community Services before. So we're going from one site to 2 sites. And so just need your approval to make those location changes and start the process and get things moved out of there by June 30th at Southeast.
Second.
Make a motion to approve the relocation.
Second. Second by Hitchcock. Is there any discussion? None. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Carries 4-0. G, recommendation to approve Mr. Powers, Director, permission to attend the IACTED Summer Conference June 8th and 10th.
Yep, this year it's actually moving to French Lick. It had been for many years, at least the last 30 at Brown County. They've made the decision to move to French Lick. It is an overnight conference. It's a yearly conference where we have an opportunity to continue to grow as CT directors. They're actually expanding it this year to include assistant directors, principals, and counselors from high schools also that want to attend. It was very beneficial. The last couple of years I've gone. I believe Colin is going to go this year and join us. So just needed permission for me to attend, and if Colin does go, we'll get a recommendation later on.
I motion we approve.
Second.
Motion by Hitchcock, second by Vance. Any discussion?
No.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carries 4-0. Next up, recommendation to declare Dell classroom printer surplus.
As we've made the transition to paper cut high printers across the board here in the building, we have discovered as toners start to go out, it's time to get rid of some of these old Dell classroom printers. So that way we're doing a better job of tracking it, not spending money on classroom printers that don't necessarily need to be spent, especially if they're not being used. So just needing that declared surplus so I can return that to stock.
Go ahead. Motion to declare printer surplus.
Second.
Motion by Vance, second by Hitchcock. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carries 4-0. I, donation.
Yep, this is a yearly donation we receive from the Blue River Community Foundation. that come from 3 different grants: the Personnel Management Incorporated Fund, does say materials for business students. So we tried to find that a program that it would relate to. The Otto Harris Memorial Fund, which supports the Education to Industry program, and then our Walter and Edna Cascaden Fund, just general operating support. We're very thankful to these 3 funds and the Blue River Community Foundation for their continued support of the Career Center.
A motion we accept.
A second. Mr. Cox, second by Wilkins, any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same, motion carries 4-0. Cases J, which is the first reading and approval of a number of board policies and procedures for CCH. You hit the high points of anything that you would think needs to be.
Absolutely, yeah. So we are on our 3rd set of approval documents that we started back in January. The one I do want to bring to your attention is letter D, FMLA. Because we are recognized by the state of Indiana as a school district, and we have a school district number, all K through 12 entities are required to have an FMLA policy. That FMLA policy had not been in place and was something that we should have been doing. So this now, effective immediately, allows us to have an FMLA policy for all of our staff members, regardless of size. That is the biggest one that I want to highlight. The rest of them are your standard policies and procedures that you have in your districts, along with what we will be putting in here.
This is the first reading and approval. I think it makes sense to take them in mass. We can do that as a simple motion. Second.
Make a motion to approve the board policies as stated.
First reading. Right, this is first reading.
First reading
Yeah.
and approval.
Okay. I'll second.
Second by Vance. Approve the policies as presented. Any discussion?
Yeah, on G150, the animals on a prisoner property, I still find it interesting that a mini horse is an acceptable service animal in a building.
Yeah.
That's just my own opinion, I guess. So, yes.
I'm not gonna.
Is there a certain animal that qualifies?
Yeah. No, just a mini horse or a dog. Those are the only 2 acceptable.
The instructors in the room don't get any ideas about a mini horse, please.
Any other discussion on the service animal policy? Okay, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Vote same. Motion carries 4-0. Make sure we vote those down. Okay, 6, reports. We'll start with the update from you.
Yeah, BRCP scholarships opened up yesterday. They're now available through April 15th. Students must have completed at least 1 year of coursework at BRCP to be eligible to apply for the scholarship. We will be awarding general scholarships, like I mentioned, and also our Jacob McDaniel Scholarship Fund. Those go to our public safety program, so criminal justice and fire and rescue for Jacob McDaniel. The general scholarships are open to any student in any program that is a senior and complete at least 1 year of coursework for BRCP. So they technically don't have to be at the Career Center this year. They had to have completed at least 1 year of coursework here. Our CLNA, which we have talked about through several board meetings for the next 2 school years, was approved last week with only notes and recommendations. That's huge for Career Centers to get the initial approval without having to make changes. So I know Colin and Tanya and Dalton are in the room, so a huge thank you to them and everybody else that served on our committee and put in the time to develop a comprehensive plan for our Career Center. That will now help guide our Perkins funding for the next 2 years. When we return from spring break, Angie Steinecker and I will be meeting with each of the county counselors to place students in their programs for the next school year. At the April board meeting, I will be coming with enrollment numbers for your approval. Enrollment numbers and enrollment applications right now are over 500. We are in an extremely beneficial place right now, but now it's a good problem to have. So once we start sitting down, where do we get all of these students in place? So right now the applications are really good, hoping to be close to that number when we start next school year. On Tuesday, March 31st, in your packet, I did give you a flyer. Celebrity Chef Angel or Angel Barreto will be here for the Shelbyville Central School's Ultimate Cook-Off competition starting at 11 a.m. and running through 2 p.m. Our culinary arts students will be the ones participating in this competition. And then I think all of us are excited to know that spring break begins on Friday and runs all of next week. I think we're all very excited to have a break.
Dr. Vance, do you have an entry in the ultimate
the call that she was.
I'm actually supposed to be one of the judges.
Oh, nice.
So no entry, but somewhat of a participant.
Participation.
Yes.
There you go.
All right.
That's all I got.
Next up, fund report and from current report. Vicki,
Things are balanced, funds are looking good.
you have that attached to your packet.
Yes, it was attached in your packet. There's also paper copies in your packet today also.
Questions for Nikki on fund report?
Thank you.
Takes us to comments from board members. Dr. Hitchcock, we can start with you.
No comments.
That's about the addition of the program.
Nice addition.
Absolutely.
I'll echo that. I'm glad to see us add the program. I think it's much needed and be beneficial to our students. Also, just want to say, everyone enjoy spring break. Enjoy the week off.
Got a comment on electrical trades and spring break. Also appreciative of the donation. All right, next meeting Tuesday, April 14th. Anybody want to adjourn?
Yes.
We're out.
You.